I recently reviewed a manual safety can opener that I liked very much, and one of my subscribers asked me if there was something a little bit better out there because him and his siblings, I guess, were looking for something for his mom who was beginning to suffer from arthritis. So I did some searching and I came up with this particular one. This one's made by Kitchen Mama. Now, Kitchen Mama has a bunch of different styles of electric can openers. They have some that are a lot smaller than this particular one. I just bought this because I'm going to use it. So I figured I'd take the manual one, I'll put it in my RV for me, and leave the electric one for my wife. So with this one's run by four AA batteries is all it takes. We'll snap that back in place, and the way it works is, well, I assume the way it works. I haven't tried it yet. So you should just stick the rim of the can right in between the roller and the wheel here, and then just hit the button. So let's give it a try and see how it works. So this is what happens when you don't bother to read the instructions, but bear with me because I eventually get this, and the can opener ends up working really well. So I just didn't have it set on the can correctly. What you have to do is kind of tilt it up. Once the can opener goes all the way around and breaks the seal on the lid, then you just have to hit the button one more time to back it off, and it'll auto shut off, and it works pretty well. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave all that blooper in there. It took me a minute just to figure out how to do it, but that actually works incredibly well. So what it is I had to tilt this front so that I make sure that the lip of the can is up underneath of there, underneath that ring. So you can see on that ring, it kind of has two layers. It has the wider portion here, and you got to make sure that the rim of the can is on the bottom. So basically all I had to do, I'll tell you what, let me go get another can, and this is something we use anyway, so I'll go get another can of corn and I'll be able to put it in the fridge for save it for later, but I'll just demonstrate this a little better. Okay, so let's try this again. So what I was saying before, what you have to do is you got to make sure that this is locked into place underneath of that lip. Before I just was kind of setting it here and it just wasn't grabbing. So you got to kind of tilt it up, and then that ridge will run along the bottom ridge of the can there. So basically you just got to tilt it up a little bit and then hit the button. It couldn't be simpler after that. Okay, now it's hard to see here, but the cap is spinning. So once it gets by there, you just hit the button to reverse it a little bit. And that time it didn't come off, but there's a little magnet right there too. So usually, or the last time anyway, that came off with it, so you could dispose of the magnet, or dispose of the lid, I'm sorry. And this actually breaks the seal as a safety seal too, so it doesn't leave a sharp edge on there. So this is a really nice can opener. This is especially easy for those that are suffering from ailments like arthritis. Now, this is one of the bigger units. I think it might have been better had it gone with one of the smaller units for these smaller cans. The only thing that this one offers is more batteries, so longer battery life. They have several different versions of these. I think this one was about 40, and I think it's more so for the color scheme, but I did that intentionally because my wife likes that sort of thing. But they have a lot of different models. I'm going to leave a link to the Kitchen Mama store. They have a bunch of different ones, including a mini, kind of a mid-range, and then this larger one. But all in all, once you get the hang of it, it works pretty well. So this is the Kitchen Mama electric can opener. Hope this one can help for those that are suffering from things like arthritis. My name is Ben. You've been watching the Texas Tool Crib. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.